Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And today I'm just going to talk about the topic courage. Courage is a very interesting subject that does not really been talked about much. Well, I say it's not being talked about much, but I might be wrong. But ultimately, courage is something that feels easy for some people, and for some people, it feels absolutely impossible. When it comes to change, you need to start off with courage. And I never knew that, which it sounds pretty dumb on paper. You think that to change is something that that may take a long time, and no matter how hard you're trying, it feels impossible. Especially now, with a lot of things going on with our lives and a lot of struggles that we are trying to compensate for. Change is very difficult ultimately. No matter what we try and do, what we do now feels very, very comfortable. It's automatic. We love it. Well, we say we love it, but consciously we don't like it, especially with bad habits. I mean, if you enjoy your current situation, that's good. If you don't, like most of us, and especially if you're trying to change, it could be an absolute nightmare. Like if for some reason it takes forever to start off from, let's say I want to exercise. Let's just say that we don't exercise as much as we think we do, or I want to get into running. To go from sitting a lot and not really running to trying to run can feel really difficult at first. But the biggest thing I realized that when you're trying to change is your old beliefs and your old self comes up. And that might be different for some, but for me, my old self comes up and all my negative thoughts and inner critic comes out, which is basically a sign that you actually are improving, believe it or not, which sounds stupid, right? You think it's not. It's actually a sign that you're changing, going from your old current self to your new self, which foremost, if you have negative thoughts or struggling to change, please take your time with it. Don't bash yourself up because it's something that you've developed for years, such as for me, it's video game addiction. I still have it to this day. I used to play for 6 hours, 5 hours, but now I play at least 1 hour a day, which is better than 5 or 6 hours a day, which every time I try to lessen it, back then, I'll end up stopping for 3 days and then I just play for 6 hours. When it comes to change, exercise is definitely a big insight, and including journaling as well. They both give you insights on how your old self comes out, which that points up to something. The first thing I've realized is try and find a way to discover your old self, which is now. If that makes sense. I know it sounds like hicklety picklety, but your subconscious, or how you don't really think of the negatives or your old self, comes up when, for me, it might not be for you, but for me it comes up when I journal, when I exercise especially, because that shows you how your inner critic and how your inner mind tells you to motivate you. So whenever I went around a block yesterday, I ran around a block today, which was for 20 minutes, I was happy about it. During that run, I had my inner voice telling me, oh, you're not good enough, you need to get stronger. It was very, very mixed. Like, you can do this, you're not good enough, you're not the best out there, you're fat, you're weak, you're pathetic, you have brittle bones. Over time, or during that run, I've realized this is my older self that used to motivate me. I used to instinctively say that into my mind that this human flesh was weak. I need to make it stronger. And for some, it could take them miles. It scales them up to become the best they can be. While for some, it can be very demotivating and can bring us down, especially when we recover or we become lazy. Which, for me, I haven't exercised for, at the moment, 2 or 3 weeks, or actually, no, it's more than that, 4 or 5 weeks. I've basically skipped training a lot. And I'm not impressed at that. I'm not impressed at all, because health is wealth. Health is something that I would never, ever scoff at. will carry you a long time to go from unhealthy to healthy can be a struggle. Like I've done a lot of exercise when I was young, but going from unhealthy, not doing anything to doing something can be a struggle. So another thing, take your time. I should also note that during my run, I have also had to consciously while running. It's a bit difficult, I'll tell you that. Consciously while running to change how I think about myself. So during my run, I said that I'm changing. I'm getting stronger. I feel weak now, but if I keep doing this, I get stronger and more fit. The last time I ran was year 6. That was a long time ago. And I'm 19 now, which is still young, which I'm probably getting carried by my youth, like my youth years. But yeah, it's something never to scoff at. Oh yeah, also, I would recommend reading this book too, The Courage to be Disliked. I've only read up to the second night, which is not, I think it's like below halfway, just below. It's a pretty good book. It basically goes over, well, at the moment, it basically covers how your problems are you. You're not saying is a negative way, but you're the problem that can be solved. Everything else is an excuse. So you're competing against yourself. You're basically not copying, but going from your old self going from your current self and having the courage to change, for which it's difficult. Change will always be difficult. It's not easy. And just for people to say it's easy, if they get it easy, they get it easy. They know how to think their way through. More or less, I think it's the way you think when it comes to change. And I'm still a rookie at this. I've tried waking up early in the morning, which I figured out how to after 3 years. I know it sounds like a lie that I figured out for 3 years that I tried waking up. I promise you, trying to wake up early in the morning, like 4 a.m., which is my goal time, with an alarm has been a nightmare for so long, and I figured it out, which is sleep 8:30 or 9:30 the latest, and have an alarm that forces me to get up from my bed and go and brush my teeth or take a picture of a towel or a shower, and I stay in there. But anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, change is difficult. Cut yourself some slack. Figure a way to get your current self, which if it is negative or bringing you down or sabotaging you, and consciously try and combat it. You can get mad at it if you want to. Ultimately, you know yourself better than I do. So figure a way to combat it, or not combat it, like change it, acknowledge it, and slowly, step by step, change. Don't jump to the deep end. That's the last thing you want to do. Try slowly, take a step by step, and it's okay to fail, because at the end of the day, humans are born to fail. But with failure and mistakes, I should add the word mistakes, with failure and mistakes, we improve and we improvise and we become better. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Courage. It's the first step. It literally is the first step for change. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time.